March 20th through the 28th will be a week to remember for the city of Swift Current in southwest Saskatchewan as the Ford World Women's Curling Championship hits the ice at the Credit Union Iplex. Along with the excitement of hosting such a large-scale event comes the importance of sponsors, volunteers, and the creation of a one-of-a-kind collector pin for fans around the world. A challenge which Barry Taman and his Regina-based team at the Pin People are ready to tackle head-on, in addition to their contract to produce 20 million pins for the upcoming 2010 Winter Olympics.
Well, with the Ford Worlds, we are the licensee official supplier to the Canadian Curling Association. So part of that licensee, we always get involved with the Ford Worlds when they're held in Canada. And of course, it's nice when they're right in our backyard here in Swift Current, as our company being in Regina. So we've been with the CCA for several years. We do all the Briers, the Scotties, and as I said, the Ford Worlds. And it's always exciting to do the Ford Worlds. I mean, that's one of the premier events in the world for curling.
And although Taman won't reveal any hints on the 2010 pin design for the Swift Current event, he says it'll be a sure hit with curling fans from around the world. Taman goes on to explain that the idea of collecting pins dates back many years to the early days of curling itself.
You know, it's interesting. There's been a real love fest between pins and the curling world. And how it started, I believe, was in the older days back over in Scotland. All the curling clubs had a pin. And they used to trade pins. That used to be how it was always done when they curled. The 4 members would trade pins with the other members from the different clubs. And that sort of legacy has just sort of kept on going and building. And nowadays, in the modern world, the pins are still a big part of the game of curling. And now it has spread to major events with the sponsors and retail pins. So it started way back when they were throwing the real granite over in Scotland, and it continues to this day.
Taman further adds that the idea of pin collecting is a great way to meet other curling fans from around the world. And for many, it can become a bit of a scavenger hunt, seeking specific aspects of a pin.
You know, everyone always likes that diamond sponsor pin. It's because, you know, that's sort of the top level pin. But, you know, just to get a pin with the Ford World logo on it is kind of unique. And or it might be, you know, that pin from if the team from Russia comes, or the Chinese team may have a special pin that they represent their Chinese Curling Association. Those are kind of the unique ones that, you know, there may not be that many floating around Swift Current, so you want to get, that's sort of how it works. You look for the ones that are kind of hard to get.
The 2010 Ford World Women's Curling Championship will feature 30 sponsor pins and upwards of 20 additional pins from curling clubs around the world, ready to add to your personal collection. 9 days of exciting curling action will take over the Credit Union Iplex in Swift Current March 20th through the 28th for the 2010 Ford World Women's Curling Championship. Full details on ticket information are available online at seasonofchampions.ca.